as the background for a flyer or for another piece. Or you can use it to build a world of your own if you combine that with some other pieces. So for instance, I could use this sky and then put something else down here if I wanted to. So this one I think is going to be really great. And maybe I could even do something like turn it upside down so that it becomes less recognizable as a landscape and more just an interesting scene. I think I might do that for this one. Maybe this will be the background for my collage today. I'll mark this page. Okay, so next I have this book, which is about the Challenger shuttle. Says, from triumph to tragedy, an illustrated history of orbiter OV-099, the vehicle, the crews, the missions, and the payloads. So, this one, I was kind of hoping that it would have a lot of full-page art, but this would even be a really cool thing to use. I really like the thinking that is required when collaging. You have to look at not just what you have, but what you could have, what could be. So these people stop being just who they are, and these things stop being just what they are. They become potentially other things. So, I mean, spaceships are very phallic, so there's a lot I could do with that immediately pops to mind, but not just that. There are other things I could do as well. I think the spaceship calls to mind hopefulness, but also this rush of scientific discovery. I don't know, there's a lot that I could use it for, depending on the context. So, I'm not quite sure yet, but then I also like this picture. This astronaut. This would be beautiful on something, I'm not sure what, but was just kind of curious about it. So, yeah, my intended use is to take parts of it and use it for a collage. So maybe I'll cut out some flowers and use them. I'll color them in and stuff and use them. Or some ivy. I don't know exactly. I think some of these could make good backgrounds as well. Well, maybe for the flyer. Maybe this is a separate piece, but maybe for the flyer I can use this because I think I like the black and white of it. Honestly, the flyer doesn't need to be anything very ornate. It could just be, maybe I will, if I do that, I will add some things up here. Some red, I think, is what it needs, because a flyer needs to be eye-catching. Oh, yes. Okay. I think I will do that. Yeah. Alright, well, now that I have an idea, I guess I'm going to get working on it. But I'll show you, I guess, when I have a draft, perhaps. Or not. Until next time, I suppose. Or until I come back with more, whichever happens. Okay, goodbye. Well, my friends, I didn't have time to finish the video yesterday, or I guess the day before. And then yesterday I had work all day, but I thought I would make a little conclusion part to the video from before, just so you can see what I was working on, if you are interested. Yeah. So, I worked on 2 attempts at this flyer, and I don't really know if either of them are going to be the flyer, but this is the first piece that I was working on. So, let me zoom out so you can see. So, I've got the background. It's that piece from the geography book. And then I've got this just piece of black, which I put some orbs, and, well, it looks like planets. This one is. This one I think is just a ball, but it could be a planet, I suppose. This I think is a lamp, but I thought it looked like a spaceship. Then we have our friend here, who's floating in this strange space. Perhaps walking on the surface of some strange planet. It's hard to tell. Here is something that's beaming this light out, and walking towards this light are a bunny rabbit. And away from it is our friend the astronaut. And I have some space down here, which it makes me think this might be a flyer for like maybe some sort of like psychedelic or like spacey sort of music, because the information could go down here very easily, and the band names could go like around in the blank spaces. So I think I'm gonna save this probably for an appropriate show, but I'm happy with it. There's if you look closely, you can see there's little dots. Trying to get it to focus. There's little dots of paint on the surface, and these are glow in the dark, apparently. I don't know if it actually works, but well, maybe we can see. Can I create some darkness here? Let's see. Wow. It's sort of glowing. I don't know if it's as dark as it needs to be. And it's now out of focus too. Well, okay. Anyway, if you look closely, you can see them. So that's the first one. The second one was originally going to be a flyer, and then it turned into its whole own piece. This was going to be the flyer for that post-punk show, but then it evolved beyond a flyer into its own thing. So I started, as you can see, with a piece from that decoupage book, and down here is a piece of This, I found this book at a thrift store, which is, let me see if I can find it, just a sec. I got a couple of other books. So this, Everyday Mysteries. So it's a book, it's full of, like really close-up images of things. So you have to go through and see if you can identify what these are. So I got it because it has some really cool textures and just strange pictures in it. And also these big blocks of solid color. That's what I used for the space in that other one. So from this book I got this, which is a notebook spiral, and I also got this, which is, I believe, a strawberry. It looks like a strawberry to me, but it's maybe a tongue and some teeth. Hold on just a sec, I have to go. Okay, sorry about that. So this one, yeah, I was showing you, this is from that close-up book. So I used those to make this mouth sort of thing. And then it had some details with the coloring, and then up close you can see it says, "I'm certainly quite toothy, but I haven't any bite, and if you have a naughty problem, I'll quickly set it right." And I liked that little poem. I found it in this book. It's one of those like spotted books, and that was one of the clues for something that you had to find in the picture. So I liked it and thought it was fitting. I don't know. So those are the things that I worked on yesterday, or 2 days ago. And yesterday at work I did a lot of knitting. I started on the second sweater, and I got probably about a third of the way through. I got the yoke done, which is the top part, and then I'm working on the back right now, or like the body. And then I also did a little bit of work on some like of those small canvases, but I'm not really sure. I'm still figuring out how to do them, because I feel like they don't need to be as deeply personal necessarily. They can just be kind of funny or just silly. People might enjoy that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll try. I think collaging is a very funny form of art. Well, I think art, there's a lot of humor in art anyway, but I think collaging in particular is funny because you can just juxtapose unexpected things and create humorous situations pretty easily. So I'm enjoying that humor, I think. As somebody who takes themselves far too seriously most of the time, it's good to be reminded of the silliness of the world. Well, I guess that's about it. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've showed you guys these, but these are some booties that I made for myself a while ago, and I really like them. I don't remember what pattern this is, but I've been thinking maybe I will make some for the loved ones in my life and make a couple pairs for the house, because I wear these all the time. The floors are always cold here, so I think after I finish all this stuff for the kids, I have my next project. Yeah, and I have some good thick yarn to make them out of as well. So yeah, that's on the horizon. Anyway, I think that's about it. We had a good band practice today, getting ready for this show coming up next week, which I'm very excited about. So, I'm trying to think what else. I've said that's it like 3 times now, but I still feel like I don't know when the next time I'll make a video is, so I need to get everything out. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody cares, but at least I have this like video diary sort of. There's so much going on right now that it's difficult to even remember all of it and keep track of all of it, and I know that I'll look back on this time of life, which is very busy and full of things, in the future, and I will probably wish that I could remember more. So it's a way for me to keep track and to process as well. So even if nobody else enjoys these or, cares about the information, I hope they're still relaxing and the right kind of boring, I guess. And hopefully you know what I mean by that. I think that's always been like a big ASMR trigger for me, is listening to people talk about just boring things and just getting lost in the sound of their voice and the winding path of their conversation. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go for now. I have about an hour to myself, so I think I'm gonna enjoy a glass of wine and eat some Brussels sprouts that I made earlier. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna work on anything. I'm gonna edit this video together, and maybe I'll play some games later. I haven't played any games for a while, and that might be relaxing. It's my day off, so I'm trying to not be too hard on myself, and I have a hard time really relaxing, so it's good to force myself to every once in a while. I find art relaxing, but it's still productive in a way. So it's good to... I did enough today. I had band practice, and I cleaned and I cooked. I did enough. It's okay to relax. Okay. That's all for now. For real.